Reading all, the topic we are going to discuss today is preprocessor in the unit C programming basics subjects. First of all, we have to understand what is a preprocessor, and the preprocessor can be easily identified using this diagram. We can see here that source code is entered into the C program, then the preprocessor directive. Here, if it is yes now, it will go to the preprocessor to perform action. If it is no, means it will go to the compiler, and compiler what happened, it will compile the source program and it will convert it into object code and it will send to linker. The linker will give the executable code. So this is the preprocessor example. So we preprocessor is the processor, or it is nothing but it is not on hardware, it is in software, it is already embedded in a C library function. Let us acknowledge the preprocessor. For example, preprocessor can be used along with the prefix of hash symbol while working in the header files. As that example given, that hash include stdio.h means the hash is a symbol. It include is a preprocessor we have used to include the stdio.h. Stdio.h is nothing but it is one of the file of library function we can include in the program for input handling input output function. So for giving the input output for giving the predefined function in the program, we need preprocessor include. To include the preprocessor in the program, we have to use hash symbol. uh, so what are the preprocessor directives in C means? Preprocessor directives are but commands we can use. In C language, all the preprocessor directives begin with, as we said, it is begin with a hash symbol. Then preprocessor directive can be anywhere in our program, but it is preferable to use them at the beginning of the program because this will enhance to have the readability of the code, because only when it is a before of the program we are able to understand what is the program is, what languages programming is using, and what functions the programs are used to having to include in the program. So these are the preprocessor will also have the predefined built-in functions in the preprocessor, like input output mathematical function, square function, square root. Example, even we can use the macro for the preprocessor. Macro means if we want to include any new value, or we have to define anything. For example, if we define pi equal to 3.5, we can use the preprocessor macro to include in the C function. So these are the main important uses of preprocessor. Now let us see some of the examples of preprocessor. First is hash include. As I said, before entering into the program, we have to use preprocessor hash include to set the header file. And next is define. I also said that the same example I have given, that macro means if you want to define some value. For example, if you want to define pi equal to 3.14 means we can give hash define. Next is hash ifdf. It means it is used to deal with a condition. If the macro is defined, it is true means it will return the true, or and it will mostly it won't be check the false condition, but it will check the condition whether it is a true or not. So only we are given that if def is nothing but if definition means we are specifying that whether it is a function is true or not. Next is end if. Once we give the if def, we also give the end if to conclude that condition. Next is order def is to have a user defined header. Then and if used to check the condition is true in a compile time itself. Next else. So as we given if, there also a bit else will be also there. This is used to check the next condition. If it is true, it will false in compile time. It will be false in a compile time. Next is as if, used to combination of else and if. Next is hash error. It is used to print error on standard error, because only using this hash error only we can able to understand the what are the errors in the program. So all these preprocessor are the inbuilt functions in the C. Only using these function we can able to do the all pre-processing informations, all the functions given in the C, everything. So as he said that some features can be disabled using that pragma, that is as pragma, and some can be used to check the condition also, like if and if else. So these function preprocessor is nothing but the built-in functions used in C to have the utility of the functions to execute the functions. Thank you.